This is the most powerful demon born from light and darkness. Two enormous red horns grew from the man's head. One horn forced its way into his mouth, while the other pierced straight through his chest. At that moment, Riafuku's eyes went blank. He kept muttering the word "no" again and again. Then a crimson light burst from his body. Two red dragons tore their way out from within him and coiled high into the sky. In just a few seconds, the dragon suddenly collapsed and rushed back toward Riafuku at a terrifying speed before anyone could react. The two dragons fused into a single glowing egg. Suddenly, a hand burst through the shell. Everyone watching was stunned. Even Shakyamuni could not see the creature's future. No one knew what kind of being had been born. Except for Hades, the king of the underworld and ancient myth. The world was divided into three realms: the human world, the heavens, and the underworld. There was a legend that said, when pure light and absolute darkness became one, the horn of Hades would awaken and give birth to eternal darkness. That being was called the sixth demon king, Mara Popias. With a single motion, Mara conjured a blade out of thin air and swung it directly at Shakyamuni. The immense force slammed Shakyamuni deep into the ground. Mara immediately followed up with another attack. The sage quickly activated area consciousness, his power of perfect insight. But even that could not read Mara's future. Normally, Shakyamuni could foresee spiritual vibrations, such as when someone felt thirsty and intended a drink. The soul acted before the body, and he could read those subtle movements. That was how he perceived the future. But Mara had no such soul vibrations. There was nothing inside him but absolute darkness. Mara launched another furious assault. Shakyamuni struggled to keep up and finally retreated to create distance. Yet Mara had not even used his full strength. The weapon in Mara's hand began to shine rapidly with a blinding light. He rushed forward again. Seeing this, Shakyamuni raised his six-path staff and summoned the shield of non-killing to block the overwhelming strike when the smoke cleared. Mara looked surprised that the blow had not killed Shakyamuni. However, the attack had pierced through the shield and the sage was badly wounded. "How much longer can you endure?" Mara said as he lifted his axe and slashed again. Shakyamuni barely managed to defend himself. Mara's relentless strikes continuously targeted his left eye, exploiting his blind spot. Shakyamuni shifted his body slightly, but Mara had no intention of letting him escape.